Hey guys, what's up? It's Cherry here, coming at you guys with week 5 of the MDL. Today we are playing TJP. He did bring the alchemy. He brought all 3 of his Terra captains. What is there no of? There's no Moltres, which is honestly huge. There's no Urshifu, which is also really good. There's no Shocks, which is also good. Belly Bolt is freer. There's an Annihilate on my screen. And there's no Leave Annie, so I brought Boots for no reason. Lovely. Alright, well, I'm going to just leave my dedicated lead, being my Jirachi. I want to get rocks up ASAP. They can't remove them. And my Power Herb is kind of useless at this point. But as long as, I wish I was toxic on, well, Avalok's poison, and Avalok's going to be the Terra captain for sure here. So, dang, they got Glamora, Alchemy, and Terra Avalok to counter my Vow. Jesus. Okay, well, the good thing about this is they don't have a good Luster Purge pivot. And since the Mew is probably not going to Terra, no, Terra and Gliscor here is going to be insanely rough because of the Avalok, but it's okay. Go like have fun to my opponent. I feel very unprepared for this game. They led Mew. I'm going to get my rocks up. I don't really have a great pivot into this. I could go Sinista, but they can always Terra. I can Stun Spore them. That's such a passive play to make turn 1. I'm going to just get my rocks up. If they speed time me, then they do. I have Boots on Belly Bolt and on Val, and I have 2 ground immunity Mons, so if they want to click spikes, they can. I'm just going to get my rocks up. I get my rocks up before them. Let's see what they decide to click here. They click Earthquake. Okay. And they brought me down to 145. They did 57, so their max attack. Yeah, their max attack. Adamant. They're actually adamant. Okay. I'm going to go into Sinista, and I'm actually going to Stun Spore here. I don't really need my Sinista, considering they don't have a Urshifu. So I can go into Elphaba here, and I can Stun Spore them. They go for an Earthquake again. Shouldn't do a lot. Does nothing. Come on. They go for Axel. It's going to do absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's going to do 0. Yep. Huge. Got hit 3 times. I miss a Stun Spore. That's lovely. Love this game. And I'm going to Strain Sap now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, they'll miss an Axel. Or they don't. Lovely. I love this video game. Okay, awesome. So I miss a Stun Spore. That's phenomenal. And I've gotten absolutely no value. This is great. Okay. Odds are they're probably AV. I'm going to go into my Belly Bolt. This isn't the worst case scenario. I can always Thunder Wave this Pokemon. And I should underspeed them. I can go for a Volt Switch. I'm not in a great spot. And then what? Do I SD at that point? Belly Bolt is for Roaring Moon. I have to remember that. They could be Lum. Earthquake shouldn't do a lot to me at all. Yeah, Earthquake to me does 44% max. I'm going to Thunder Wave here. They do switch out. They don't have a ground immunity. That's going to be Glamora. Okay. Alright, I paralyzed the Glamora. This is good. Odds are they're going to click Earth Power or a Hazard. I think it's in my best interest to go into my... They could also Power Gem as well. I mean, Jirachi could come in. I don't think they want to do that. I think it's in my best interest to Gliscor and get my Toxic Orb. Yeah. Now, I could have missed an air balloon because my thing crashed. Okay, they got rocks up. That's cool. Awesome. I don't really mind too much. It sucks, but it is what it is. And now... Okay, they're not air balloon, it seems. They probably go Avalug. I can Swords Dance here. And then go for an Earthquake. Or I can make a double, predicting the Avalug, and pivot into... I actually like that play a lot. I'm gonna double into Jirachi, predicting the Avalug pivot. I think it just makes the most sense. They go for Power Gem and stay in. That's kind of crazy. And they crit me. That's also kind of crazy. Okay, I'm gonna Flash Cannon here. Alright, this should always kill. Okay. And they get paralyzed. That's justice. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why on earth you would stay in with a Glamora on a Gliscor. You're not Air Balloon. You could be Shuka, I guess. Maybe you're Shuka. But Glamora goes down. That's one of the answers to my... That's one of the answers to my Valiant Gone. So that's really helpful. Black Knight. That's probably going to be Roaring Moon. Yeah, it is. I die on switch-in. Yes, because of the crit. I die on switch-in. I could save this as a sack. No, the time to use it is now. I think I'm going to Meteor Beam here. They might U-turn. If they do, then something's taking chip on the pivot. They go for Earthquake. Okay. So I'm going to just go into my Latios. And the reason why I'm doing this is if you're Scarf, then that means you're locked into Earthquake. And then if you're not Scarf, I can click Draco and I can claim a kill. I could also go into... I actually don't like that play because you can go into Alchemy and get a free setup turn, so I don't like that. I think I'm going to just go into Gliscor and potentially Terra here. I could go for a Terra Blast Fairy. And then... Yeah, I go for the Terra Blast Fairy here. Terra Blast Fairy is helping me out overall in the long run. And I think clicking Terra Blast is the safest for me. I don't think I get much from clicking Swords Dance. If they go Avalug, I can go into Belly Bolt, no problem. Yeah. If they go into Avalug, I can go Belly Bolt, no problem. I'm dead. Okay. It's probably Avalug. No, it's Annihilate. What? Why are we going Annihilate? What? Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Why are we going Annihilate? Are you Scarf? I'm so lost right now. Y'all have no idea. This gets 2-hit KO'd, by the way. This is 2-hit KO'd. Dang, if I would have Swords Danced here, that's such a weird play. Like, did I tell them I was Fairy on Gliscor? I did. So I'm very confused right now. I'm just gonna Terra Blast again. Are you Final Gambit? No, even then you're at half HP. I'm very lost right now. I can't lie to y'all. They're gonna switch out again. Okay. That's weird. Big boy. That's gonna be Avalug. Alright. This is the play that they're boots. Okay. So their sash, not their sash, their sturdy is broken now. And it's gonna do nothing. That was a crit actually. That was a crit, and it did, like, 15%. So you're Fizz Death. Okay. You're Fizz Death as heck. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Belly Bolt. And then just Volt Switch around. I mean, they might remove the hazards with Spin. If they do, then that's great, because I'll get the momentum. They do go for Spin. Please, no S word. Okay, awesome. I'm going to Volt here. I underpace them now. And then I get momentum on the play. It's not winning the game. Anyway. I'm going to click Volt. I'm dead. I'm assuming that's enough. It is. Yeah. So. That is bulky as heck. Does Iron Valiant... I did like 50 with that Terra Blast, so they're like bulky. So that means I can go Val and I can click Moonblast. There's no fairy resist at all. That's letting in Mew though. Do I want to let in Mew? I can just go into Belly Bolt. Like, I'm not worried about it. Yeah. And you don't have a fairy resist, so Moonblast is a click. Awesome. And that is a dead. Okay. Alright. Mew is gonna come in here. I have no chip on Mew. I also don't have close combat because I was respecting the Moltres. So, I mean, you know. But that's on me, I guess. Alchemy might hit the field. That is going to be Mew. Mew is definitely Expert Belt of some sort. It's not Life Orb. Definitely Expert Belt. I don't know if you Terra here. I want to call you on your bluff, but I also don't have a lot to go off of. I think I go into Belly Bolt always. And I try and go for a Thunder Wave. Or I go for a Slack Off here. I don't think you're set up. If you were set up, you would have clicked it prior. You're Triple Axle and Earthquake. You Terra Steel here. Okay, you Terra Steel here. So now Vacuum Wave is a move of choice. So you are set up. Okay, I'm going for a Thunder Wave now. Oh my god. If you're Lum, then I might lose the game instantly. Crit, another crit. If you're Lum, I'm going to be so insanely pissed right now. Okay. It's not Lum. Alright. I'm going to Volt Switch here, and I'm just going to sack this. I'm now losing my answers to... They Axled and they missed. Oh, that's great. I don't know why you would Axle there. Anyway, I'm clicking Volt. This should be in range of Gliscor now. They're definitely offensive, 1000%. Oh, low-key, it's not in range of Gliscor, but I also do not have a choice. I think the Moon... If the Moon is Scarf, I'm in a bad spot, but I also don't have much of a choice. I don't have much of a choice. Okay. They're at 75%. I need a high roll in order to kill them. I need to go for it. I need to hope that they, like, maybe switch out. Alright, I need a high roll here. No high roll. I need a para. I got it. Huge. Very hacksy game. This should have been paralyzed years ago. I can't even lie. Should have been paralyzed years ago. Very hacksy game, though. I think the hacks is pretty even. I can't lie. I've gotten crucial paras. They've gotten crucial crits, crucial misses. That's just kind of the game that we're playing right now. But Mew's gone. Avila can't Terra. Alchemy also can't Terra. Roaring Moon struggles to break me. And big boy. That's going to be the Avila guy soon. I'm going to be honest. How does Avila deal with Valiant? Not well, right? I mean, Avalugg is obviously Fizz Def. Moonblast is like nuking the Pokemon. They also don't have a good Luster Purge switching anymore. Because you can't go aggro Moon. That's not a good play. So I'm just gonna go into my Belly Bolt here. Yeah, you can't go aggro Moon on me. So I can potentially go for a Luster Purge, try and go for a Spit Up Drop. Okay, go for a Recover. Okay. That makes sense. I'm gonna click Slack Off. They're probably going to kill me. I can maybe get a Paro on a Static. That might be possible. If they let me Slack Off here, then that's amazing. The Ice Spinner. Okay, so they're Ice Spinner, Rapid Spin, Recover, probably Body Press. No, you need something to hit my Saraledge. Otherwise, you're hard walled. So it might just be. So then why wouldn't you Earthquake there? You have to have something for Saraledge. Otherwise, you just instant lose. Okay. How does this break this? Any takers? I mean, what? Like, you recovered on me. What are you, Avalanche? Do I lose if I go Val? I think my win condition now is... I think my win condition now is Gliscor at this point. Yeah, my win condition now is Gliscor. You have an Alchemy that I never win against with Val, and then you have a Roaring Moon that I never outpace with Val. So yeah, this is my win condition. I need a Moonblast now. And then if they're Heavy Slam, they reveal it. They're not even Heavy Slam, so I could have went Gliscor. Alright, lovely. Love this game. And I'm gonna just Moonblast again. They're gonna switch out. Okay. They're saving Avalugg. They're gonna go into Alchemy. I should have been Psyshock over Psychic. No. I should have been Psychic. That did a lot. And they're lefties. Alright, so they're set up. They're 1000% set up. I cannot let this thing set up to Oblivion. I can start spamming Psyshock. I can also spam Moonblast. They're recover on this, and they either set up now or they go for a recover. I think I Moonblast first and fish for a Spidef drop, and then on the recover I can pivot into Gliscor or even Latios and start spamming Psyshock maybe. They're definitely set up. I'm gonna Moonblast here. They either Calm Mind here or they go for recover. All right, I got a Spidef drop. That's huge. And they go for Calm Mind. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so now they're gonna recover. Okay, they're gonna recover now. I'm gonna go into Gliscor, and I'm just gonna click Swords Dance here. And I need to set up alongside this Alchemy, because as long as the Alchemy is at neutral, it can never beat me. They go for Draining Kiss. Okay. So they didn't set up. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance now. If this thing is Acid Armor... Okay, they went for recover. Alright, I 2 a KO. So the recover, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss. They might not be Acid Armor. If they're mono Draining Kiss, they just instant lose to Saraledge. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, that's... Oh, wow. That's huge damage. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. And then that should be a dead Alchemy. Awesome. I definitely did not play this game well at all. I was frantic, I was rushing, I was doing a lot of things, and I just practically... Oh my god, please don't. Okay, good. I was practically... I didn't really make a lot of calcs. I started to go off tilt because things were not going the way I wanted it to. And I made this team so last minute, but Gliscor puts in the finest of work. Saraledge would have put in so much work, man. I should have tried to make the Saraledge work, but I made this team so last minute. I didn't really think it could happen, but I should have tried to make it work. But with that being said, that is going to be week 5 of the MDL. We are going to be 5-0, and I think with this win, this will clinch us into the playoffs. We play Crep next week. I actually know my opponent. I know my opponent. Oh my god. I usually don't. Gliscor is going to claim how many kills? Like 4? Gliscor went in. And with that being said, I'm going to get the heck up out of here, and I hope all of you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.